Hi friends, happy Wednesday. I hope your week's going awesome. And I just want to talk to you guys today a little bit. First, let's get two things out of the way. The elephants in the room. Yes. These are paint samples in the front of my house. I'm trying to decide on a color. I paint them by the front door. Yes. To motivate me to get it done. It looks a little redneck, I know, but one day it'll be beautiful. Two, I want to talk about my genres. So sometimes I sound a little bit all over the place, but I just want you to know that my blog and my YouTube, which are all of them, are Kim Owens Live. Click subscribe on the YouTube channel with the little bell so you can get notifications every week when I make a new video. Thanks. Thank you, Serena and Max, for subscribing, and Jeremiah. So my genres, that way you know like why I talk about what I talk about. I like to talk about recreating your life, winning the mental game, the physical game, the spiritual game, and I like talking about green living, being toxin free, and green stuff, and I like talking about health and wellness, right? And infertility in women and womanhood and being an aunt. Those are the areas that I love and I'm passionate about. So you'll see those themes coming through in my blogs and my videos. I hope that it's relatable to all of you guys, men and women both. I know some things I talk about are more women geared. I'm a woman, sorry. But I try to be inclusive of all. So anyways, now the house cleaning stuff's done. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. So I think most of you, or some of you, saw yesterday's video on my private Facebook group, not my private, my Facebook, about my audits. So I do energy audits for a living, and that means I'll go to a house, go on the outside, I go in the attic, check the insulation, I check the HVAC unit, I go inside, hook a blower door up, test for leaks. So that's kind of what I do. I also happen to be the only woman in the state of Oklahoma that does this, which is pretty cool, right? Like I feel like pretty badass. So yesterday I was on an audit, and it was the home inspector, the termite guy, the real estate agent, some other guys, and the buyer, all male, all in their 50s. Right? I'm the only girl there. As I'm backing out, I just take a video of like all these guys in their cars, and I'm the only girl. You know what? Fucking out here killing it as a girl. Like I'm the only one that does this job. I was the only one that went into the attic. I'm the one they're asking how much insulation's up there, right? Like, you're the home inspector. Shouldn't you go up there? Anyways. So I just really felt very empowered yesterday, and it made me realize that as women we kind of get hung up on the self-conscious or feeling uncomfortable and just feeling out of place when we're in situations like that, right? When it's all dudes and it's a man-dominated field and we're the only girl out there, and it made me like want to like give you girls a pep talk. Like, listen, all right, like I can do anything they can do, right? Like I'm not as physically strong, but I live in the United States of America. I have the opportunity to do any job I want to. Doesn't matter if I want it, I can go after it and do it, regardless if it's a male-driven field or not. Like, I'm grateful. I live in a society that allows me to pursue my dreams and be who I want to be. And I think that's awesome, and I think we as women should be doing more of that, right? Instead of getting hung up in our heads with what we can or can't do, or that's, a male field, and, I need to stay in a women predominant field, or I can't do that. Like, screw that. Like, you can do anything you want to do. I have been in the male-dominated fields for the last 3 years, right? Like, I owned a CrossFit gym. I was the only single woman in the state of Oklahoma that owned a gym. Now I do this job, and like I've never felt out of place, because I feel like, you know what, like you can do it, I can do it. And And you know what? I'm driven enough, I'll probably do it better than you too, right? I'm not trying to male hate, right? I think we each have our own roles in life, and I think we each have our own gifting and talents. There's things that Jeremiah does way better than me, right? And there's things I do better than Jeremiah. Simply because I'm a female and he's a male, and we have different gifting sets. But I'm tired of this limited thinking on gender and what you can or cannot do. It's not a male's responsibility to pave the way for me, right? Like, actually, I don't want you to do that. I'll pave my own way, right? I will do the things I want to do. I will conquer the mountains I want to conquer, right? Like, I don't need you to give me an extra step up. Like, women are just as intelligent, just as strong, and just as talented, and we need to quit making excuses and go out there and do the things that we want to do. And quit worrying about being judged, or quit asking for people's permission, or apologizing, or feeling insecure. Like, fuck that shit. Like, you're awesome. I'm awesome. We live in the greatest country. You can do whatever you want to do. So stop making excuses as to why you can't do it. You want it, go get it. Go do it. Put in the work. Network. Use your resources. Right? Like, it's just, it blows my mind. Like, I knew nothing about the energy assessment field. I knew nothing about HVACs. But I tell you what, I went and read the manual. I asked questions. I learned about all that stuff, right? I don't need somebody to interpret it for me now. I can go out there and tell you what kind of tonnage is on your HVAC unit. Me having a vagina did nothing to handicap me from that, right? Like, I wanted to know it. I put in the work. I asked the questions, and I'm doing it. And all of you can do the same thing, right? Like, I get super fired up about this stuff because I love women, right? Like, I am a woman. I love my kind. And I want us to do greater things. I want us to start being more of who we are and being more empowered, and quit waiting for someone else to give us permission to do that. It's frustrating, right? Like, do it. You want it? Go get it. Go do it. You know what? I don't, unless you're paying my bills, I don't need your permission. I don't need your approval, and I don't care about your judgment, because you don't pay my bills. You're not putting the money in my paycheck, in my bank account, right? So then why should I care about your permission or your, not you specifically, but your judgment of me, right? Like, you don't manage my day-to-day life. You don't go to bed with me at night and wake up and look me in the mirror. I do. So it's just, we've got to come to a place where we're like, you know what? Like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it. And I don't care what all these people over here are saying or doing or thinking. You know what? I may fail. But in that failure, I'm going to learn a lot of stuff. I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to do it a different way. And I'm going to keep asking for what I want. And I'm not going to take no for the final answer. And I'm going to keep taking steps forward, baby steps, one step after another. Just keep grinding away until I get what I want and create the life that I want. So it's out there. We just got to do it. We got to quit making excuses. And we got to start being brave and facing these fears and telling them to off, right? Like, you're not going to hold me back anymore. I am going to become the woman, the man that I want to be and that I'm destined to be. And I'm not going to let fear hold me back. So that's your today's wisdoms, guys. Remember, I love you. I'm cheering for you. I'm trying to be better, and I know you are too. Thank you for following me, and I hope that you guys click on subscribe and the bell to get notifications. Kim Owens Live. And have a fantastic week. Go rock it.